Hello. So we are doing, sorry, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot. Welcome. Today we are doing a reading about your future soulmate, future person that you're going to be with, your next relationship. Or if you are like in a relationship right now and you're not sure if this person is your soulmate, I'm going to describe someone to you that's your future soulmate. And if that sounds like this person, then that could be confirmation for some of you. Definitely for the singles here, but obviously if you're guided to a reading, I think there's something there for you. Take it as it resonates, right? All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of what the reading structure is going to be like, just because since I want to pull a lot of information and a lot of different things so that you can recognize this person, like have kind of, obviously if we're doing a little bit of a looking into the future, we want to have little hints, right? So I am going to look at how they show up in the world and then look at how their higher self shows up for you energetically. I'm also going to be looking into what they will notice about you. Sorry, what you will notice about them right away. I will say this reading is 18 plus because in that section, I did get some cards from the sexual tarot. Let me just make sure let me show you which deck it is. It's graphic. I don't think there's a lot of, it's not graphic here. So there are cards from this deck there for both of you. So just because this deck it shows people and it shows like characteristics. So I kind of want to get some of that, right? So, and not just me channeling them basically is what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to look at what you're going to notice about this person right away. And I'm using two decks for that. I'm using this and the LIGHTSEERS Tarot. And then we're going to look at what they will notice about you as well. Kind of, because I want to see if I pick up on like if you're wearing a specific outfit, if, I don't know, whatever it is physicality wise that they're going to notice, I think you will be interested to for some reason. And then that's just with the cards that I pulled. Then we're going to use some tarot to look at when you're going to meet and what's happening around that. And then after that, we're going to get advice. And then after that, we're going to get initials. I'm going to get a couple from here. Like I have little beads that have letters on them. This just came out of nowhere when I sat down to finally record this. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So they're here on my side as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on here because I want to pull a lot of information. And yeah, I hope you like it. Let me introduce you to your piles and your options. I have pile number 1 with Herkimer Diamond. Pile number 2, you have a Dalmatian Jasper little, I want to say it's a little pyramid, but yeah. And then pile number 3, you have Malachite. A little tumble. So, all right. Go ahead and pick your piles and I'll see you in your reading. I'm going to start with pile 1. And let me find a little spot for these babies. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the Herkimer Diamond, this is going to be your reading. So we are looking into, I hope you watched the intro because there was a lot of information on there. I'll repeat it just because why not, right? So we're going to be looking into your future soulmate, someone that you're eventually going to meet and be in a relationship with. And this is meant to be romantic. This is also 18 plus. And this is also mainly for singles. But like I said in the intro, if you are in the beginning stages of a relationship and you're trying to see if this is the person that you're with right now, this could serve as confirmation. And then we are going to be looking into how they show up in the world, in the physicality sense of things, how their higher self shows up to you energetically, We're also going to be looking into, and this is the 18 plus part, which is what they will notice about you and what you will notice about them. Then we're going to do a little bit some of life shuffling tarot, I guess, to just look around the situation of how you meet and how that happens for the first time. And then we're going to get advice, and then we're going to get initials. So there's a lot going on here. It's going to be a wild ride. Let's get into it. So we are starting with these two cards. All right. So I'm going to put your advice on the side here. Maybe it's going to be off camera, but it's right there. And then these are the next things after this. All right. So we're going to start with how they show up in the world in the 3D. Interesting. So this is the 9 of Wands in this deck, but I only pulled from the major arcana, and this deck has the double meaning, and this one is the Sun. Wow. So it's the 9 of Wands. That contrast is so interesting. The 9 of Wands and the Sun at the same time. Very interesting energy. This person could be like a contradiction of, you know what's really interesting? Because I pulled an angel number for you guys and I got 6. So 666 or 6. But you know what also kept coming out? 9. Or I kept seeing that it was a 6, but because it's on a dice, I was like, is it a 9 or a 6? That's really interesting. Okay, I see the contradiction right away. That 666 makes me think, you know, whatever 666 makes you think of. Initially, it's always like, oh, the devil. So it's like, yeah, but it's also the Sun. That is so interesting. Okay, this person's a little confusing. Not confusing in a bad way. It's more of, I think you got to get to know them. And also their light comes from a place of understanding just how like it took a lot of hardships for this person to be as light as they are, or as light presenting, right? Like they share lightness with others. They try to kind of uplift wherever they go. They're very uplifting is what it feels like. And this is also like they come across that way, right? Very positive. But the more you get to know them, you realize that this positivity comes from a place of knowing just how dark life can be. And then this is like a shift that obviously kind of like their wisdom and their development. They're also someone that could probably be older than you. The Sun, though, that is the happiest card in the deck. But then I have the contrast of the 9 of Wands as well. And that the 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior to me. So maybe this person is able to walk this path of like being so, oh, they're very enlightened as well. Okay. Because the Sun is illuminating, right? Because this person could be walking a path of a healer. Even though like they might not actively be like, for example, a nurse, a doctor, or a spiritual healer, or a Reiki, right? It's nothing like that. They could just have another kind of realm of a job in the physicality, but their energy is the healing of it, right? They embody this. Wow, that is beautiful. Wow. Okay. So impressive. Look at that. And the Hangman. Okay. This is their higher self. I see that. Okay. That 9 of Wands and the Sun together is so interesting because now I get it too. With this, just adds another layer to it. They put themselves in very uncomfortable positions, or throughout their lives, like their path has been, everything that has been very uncomfortable has been so enlightening for them, which would make sense why they also are the bringers of light. And I don't mean light in the sense of like good and everything happy-go-lucky and light, love and light all the time. No, it's not. Well, it could be that. It could be that because obviously it's the Sun. But it's also about like they're illuminating in the sense of if there's some shadow stuff that you need to work through and you encounter this person and you are aligned to your shadow work, they will bring that right up for some reason there's like that energy of, you see all these fragments around this? I feel like it's little bubbles of, I don't know, I want to say that they're underwater for some reason. I don't know why. And these are like the little fragments that they can like bubble up into your reality if you're encountering. Look at them balancing stuff. Yeah, they walked a beautiful path of, they're always at the right place at the right time as well. They're very psychic. Their higher self could also be waiting a little bit, because I see it, they're looking this way now. It's also, this looks very robotic to me, which is really interesting. I've never noticed that before about this card. But, okay, their higher self could be a very practical, how they communicate with their higher self to them is a very practical embodiment of their personality. And then, okay, and then the water element here makes me think they're also very dreamy. So they have the dreamy and the practicality. Very well balanced person here. And I think the dreaminess shows up a lot in their reality. They could be a Pisces for sure. Like for sure. Even though I have the sun here, and that's obviously like fire energy, maybe Leo. But when I tell you Pisces is so heavy here, because I'm seeing someone that's very dreamy and happy-go-lucky, but their higher self keeps them in check, which is really interesting, because I feel like for a lot of people that's backwards. Okay, that's so interesting. Wow, they're a character. I like them. They're cool. Okay. All right. Let's look into the let's see what you will notice about them right off the bat. 8 of Swords. Ooh. Okay, that internal struggle thing, that the wounded warrior thing, you can pick up on it. Also, you could, this is literally what I was feeling. That's their higher self and their reality right here. Their reality is this, and then the higher self is the logical mind that's like, no, there's nothing going on. I feel like, and I see it in an endearing way, honestly. I think right off the bat you'll realize that this person doesn't know their own power. That's really interesting. They don't know their own power. They don't know just how free they truly are to pursue the things that they want, because they're so aligned. But I think they second guess it all the time, because there's like something missing. There's like a little piece. They're working on it though. They're walking their path, I think. They really are. Which also could speak about the fact that they need to be, okay, maybe you'll meet them at the point where they're right about to get there, because I have a 9 and I have an 8. So yeah, they're working through the steps. All right. They're following their passion, so that's good. And they don't shy away from sacrifice. They don't shy away from the shadow work, because that's literally what the Hangman is doing, right? So yeah, they're working on it. I think with the 8 of Swords too, you could tell that there could be there's a little bit of like anxiety, and then also mirror right back to you. You were able to recognize this in this person because you have gone through it yourself. Interesting. So you could be a little further along in your spiritual journey, a little further along, maybe, I don't know, like in emotional maturity kind of things, or working with knowing how to like understand your like triggers or the things that you need to not feel anxious and stuff like that. You could be a little further along in that, but you also recognize that this person is working on it. I like that. All right, this could be a little bit graphic, and I will cover it if it is, because some of these cards are not. Oh, okay, it is. Okay, 6 of Wands. They're the wands again. Okay, I like these wands. Let me have a little bowl of crystals over here so that I can cover these up. Interesting. All right, yeah, you'll notice that this person is very passionate in everything that they do, and wherever they put their passion. Ooh, okay, cool. Wherever they put their passion, they're fruitful. Like if they follow their passion, if they follow their, I want to say like, it's almost like they have to believe in themselves They're working on doing that, actually. Not that they don't believe in themselves now, but it's more of like there's another level to it. There's another layer to it. Because the Six of Wands is about triumph. Like, literally, you're being celebrated for an achievement. They're also very, I think they're a little bit innocent when it comes to like, oh, innocent is not the word. Why did I say innocent? I said innocent because I was looking at the little bunny. I was like, oh, that's so cute, it's so sweet. Okay, but it's not, the word is not innocent. They made me take that back real quick. Okay, they could be someone who hasn't had a serious relationship to the magnitude of a soulmate connection before. So they could be new at that. However, they also know themselves enough, so there is growth, even though they haven't experienced a connection of this magnitude, and maybe you haven't either, or maybe you have. I seem spot one, like you have had a connection with a soulmate before, so you know how it can go, how intense it could be. But this person hasn't encountered that yet. You could be the first time that they encounter this. Not to say you're gonna break up, and you know, I'm not saying about that. But some of us have a lot of soulmates, and also sometimes friends could be soulmates. But I feel this is romantic. Again, let's go back to that. Even me circling around this is like they don't have a way of like explaining this. This is really interesting. Okay, so it's more of they could be new at feeling this kind of passion for someone else, and you'll pick up on that. You'll pick up on that. That could be this little bit of like, oh my God, what's happening here? Like not recognizing this energy. It's just a lot of passion, my dude. That's not like yeah, they'll understand, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see what they will notice about you. Not another 8. Oh my gosh, when I tell you mirrors, and this is the 8 of Wands, a lot of wands here. A lot of wands, a lot of passion. I love that. I love that. I cannot wait to see what this card is. Okay. Again, yeah, there it is. They'll recognize how connected you are to the divine, how tapped in you are. That could be scary. That could be scary to them. Okay. They'll also recognize themselves in you, which is so cool. They'll admire your passions as well. You seem to be, which makes sense why you guys are aligning to each other. You're so alike. You seem to be someone who is walking their path, quite literally. And you are someone who follows your intuition. They notice that about you right away, and they love that about you. It's so sparkly, this energy is so like mesmerizing. It kind of reminds me of that. It was like driving me in there. Okay. Again, I'm gonna look at it off camera. You're not ready for this. The 6 of Pentacles, which I love. We have an apple. We have an apple with a string around it. Interesting. And she's eating an apple as well. Looking very good while doing it, by the way. And it's a 6. Okay, 8 and 6. Are you kidding me right now? Also, your number is 6. Remember when I said that? That's crazy to me. That is crazy. I don't look at these cards, by the way, before I do this. I just hope that everything comes together, and it obviously freaking does, but I'm still blown away by it. Wow. 8, 8, and 6, 6. Those numbers could be significant for you too. 88, 66. You might see it somewhere. All right. You look really good to this person. Like really good. Look at them looking at you. Okay. maybe too good, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Not that you could ever be too good, but it's a little bit of more of they notice that, again, because you're following your passions, you're very clear on your vision of the future that you have for yourself. You're very determined, you're very much in your lane. So they're a little bit more of like, I'm gonna make sure that whatever I offer here has to be, that's why it's double numbers. Okay, it has to be balanced. It has to be, I have to make sure that it's correct, because the Six of Pentacles is about that give and take. It's about the reciprocity. Also, I like this because it's letting me know that this person will realize that their passion for you has to also come into reality, because we go from wands to pentacles, and I like that. Just like we go from our mind and the chatter into action, the wands again, right? Also, we can read it like this if you like, as like following steps as well. But yeah, their passion, they know that their passion's not enough. There needs to be the 3D, their action matters to you. They recognize that about you. Or the fact that you show up in the world authentically, that's also recognized. So that's why they feel like, I need to show up the same way. You also inspire them. This person will, this is someone that you interact with them, you get to know them a little bit, they will really fast probably ask for your number. And if they don't have access to that, or if that's a little bit too soon, they'll probably like follow you on Instagram or something. They'll look for you. I think you're, like I said, you're very much in your lane. You're very much doing what you need to be doing for yourself. And then if it feels like there's an interaction, there's a recognition, but they're the ones who are lingering around your energy, trying to see like, okay, how do we get this to the next level? Like what? Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. All right, let's get into the tarot side of this. This has been really good. I hope this is resonating for some of you, or, you know, you're entertained, you know. Are you not entertained? Okay. So let's look into how you're gonna meet. What's happening around that? Four of Swords is interesting. This person, this is so out of left field, but this person could wear a lot of gold, and it's not like in an overpowering way, but it's in a way that it looks good. It looks good. I don't know, that came out of nowhere, but that's literally what I saw with that. Ooh. Two of Cups. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna, I think it's after a brief period of both of you probably on your own thing, healing something, and then going out in the world, and there's, boom, that meeting, that interaction. And there's that soul recognition is what I'm seeing with that Two of, ooh, look at the Moon. With that Two of Cups. The Moon, and who else is over here? The Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups, sorry. Not Queen of Swords. Okay. All right, what's going on here? Ooh, stargazing on a full moon, or you can meet on a full moon. Okay. Ooh. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Like I said, you're very focused on whatever you're doing for yourself. Because they're looking at that cup, they're looking at that pentacle, but the Page of Swords, which, like I said, this person, right? That's the energy. That's the energy I was picking up on. So it's not innocence, it's this. So imagine, like, when it comes to a soul connection, maybe you have had a couple of experiences already, or at least one significant one, which is what you're the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. But they are showing up as the Page because they haven't experienced this yet, which is why they're looking this way. Like, this is a mystery to me, but it's mesmerizing. It's a mesmerizing mystery. It's a mystery that they want to illuminate, and they sure can, because they have the sight. With the Hangman and that Sun card, yeah, they have the sight, just like you do. But even here, it looks like a sun and a moon. Something about like formal, something formal is happening here. It could be oh, you could meet this person at a wedding. That's for some of you, for sure. Yeah, something formal, because now I'm drawn to their dresses. And it looks like a formal thing. Also, them wearing crowns is so significant too. The gold, we go back to gold, okay? Yeah, so this is definitely happening in an environment, in a place where it's like a party. Something where everybody's dressed very well. There's a lot of jewelry on. However, there we go again, back to you're focused on something. It's not that you're not having fun here or wherever you're like going to be interacting with this person, you're just like doing your own thing. It's not, but you are focused on something though. This person could come off a little bit like jittery, is what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, this is definitely a get together of some kind, a party or something. But for some reason I feel very churchy because of these two being out here as well, which is why I said wedding. But oh, it could be something spiritual, like a spiritual event or something to do with spirituality. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Definitely something very planned out and organized, of kind of like an event or something like that is what it feels like. So interesting, because I was like, yeah, they're so new at this, but then Judgment's here to say, well, they're new in this kind of connection. They haven't experienced this before, but they've experienced plenty. So it's not like, you know, they're not up to par. Yeah, they are up to par. Yeah, wow. Wow. Those are very powerful cards. The Fool at the bottom of the deck. Okay, one more card. Oh, there's that Six of Wands again. I love that. Extra confirmation. I love that. Okay. Part one. I'm giggling now because now I'm seeing what this means and like what these. Okay, it's basically this person, because now they're looking that way, almost like they're looking at you, but you're looking at this, right? Oh my God, they're looking at oh, there's a possibility for me and this person to have a connection. There's something here. They're trying to dissect that, but you're so focused on something else. And I'm giggling because this person feels like they need to show up like in your world, in your reality, in a very significant way to kind of like make you see them or something. They might feel that way. It doesn't mean that you are ignoring them on purpose. That's not it. That's not it though. But maybe you recognize that there's something here, but you're like, you're like sitting back and you're like, well, if it's meant for me, it'll find me, kind of thing. And this opposite, this soulmate feels like the person who needs to charge towards you. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's almost like a peacock moment, you know, they have to like show you that, you know, they're triumphed, and they have to come at you correct as well, but like in a very heightened state, because this is a major arcana. They need to, they're like, well, I know she's an empress and I know she's the Queen of Cups, but I need to show up as the Chariot. You know, I can't mess around. Full armor, full dress, right? Like there's that gold, there's that like representing themselves very well. I love this. This person wants to show off for you. They literally, it's like a peacock moment. They want to impress you. And you know what? You deserve that. You deserve that, Pawan. And I think you will be impressed. It's like you don't need all of this to be impressed, by the way. But it's more of like you deserve it, so why not, right? The divine is kind of saying that. Like, let this person show up and impress you. And if when you meet this person, I think right off the bat, you'll notice that they are trying to impress you. They're trying to like be in your energy, show you that they're doing this and doing that. And you'll find it endearing and cute, because I was giggling when that was happening. So that's how you know who this is, by the way, right? All right, I'm gonna get some initials in case this resonates for some of you guys. Oh, not the little heart coming out. Shut up. That is too cute. Also, why is Q here twice? That is interesting. All right, that's it. That's all I'm getting. So I have Q, the little Y, S, G, and L, and a little tiny heart. Oh my God, I'm dying. That is so cute. All right. Let's go back in there. Okay. And let's get you, sorry, I'm gonna go back to charging that deck. This is your advice. Let's see what your spirit guides and their spirit guides have to say about this, okay? Don't let pride get in the way. Full Moon and Leo. Okay. This person. They could be a little bit prideful. Also, you could be a little bit prideful. Do you have a Leo moon, maybe? Some of you? Okay. This is that whole thing of you recognize that this person's trying to impress you. If you are impressed, just tell them that you are impressed. Don't be mean. That's what I'm hearing. I don't feel like that's that person, but they're like, your guys are like, don't let pride get in the way. If you're impressed, tell them that you're impressed. If you like them, tell them you like them. Just like what I really want to say is reciprocate the energy. Obviously, if you're feeling like it, and if this is your future soulmate, so why would you be listening to a reading if you're not ready for this? That's for someone. Not to call you out. That's not what I meant to do. I'm just channeling here. Please don't shoot the messengers. I just work here. I kept hearing that today at work. So interesting that I'm saying it now. But yeah, don't let pride get in the way. I'll just leave it at that. Your guide said it. Okay, I don't have to over-explain myself here. Oh my God. Apparently I do have to over-explain myself. Okay, I'll get into it. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is why they don't want your pride to get in the way, because you can see yourself in them. Maybe that's why you're a little irked by it. Maybe that's why you're a little bit like, why are they showing up so much? Why are they trying to get my attention? Why there's something about it, or they're doing too much or something. Maybe it irks you a little bit because you have done that in the past with someone, or you recognize how you also can be a little bit peacocky when it comes to having a crush or liking someone or pursuing someone. So they could be kind of like digging a little bit of a shadow here for you. You guys are saying, like I just did, take a deep breath, right? You guys are saying, watch your pride, okay? Watch your pride. It's here twice, so, I mean, time for a nap is crazy. I like all the gold, though. You know what I also like? There's a little fox. The moon here looks like the moon card. Okay. 2 and 4 add up to 6, which is your number. Take a nap. Look at all the gold here. Wow. Oh my God. I think why do they have a crush on you? Pal 2 or Pal 1? I don't know. Had like a lot of gold, and gold was a theme for them. You might want to go watch that. That might be for you. Or you might have watched that before. With this card, I want to read about, sorry, I was drinking water. Oh, how pretty. Look, I have a little dried flower here. I opened to that, but It's not 23, it's 24. But maybe 23 has a message. Relationship message. Let's read it. It's peace. Oh, I like that. When two people are in true alignment, oh, this is beautiful. When two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. That was those sixes for you. I love that. Passion and like practicality, the 3D. You balance each other out. They are as two perfectly tuned in instruments. Oh my God, I cannot read. I'm so sorry. I'm going to repeat that. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is to be savored. Peace. Okay. This person brings peace to you. Time for a nap, rest, a rejuvenation, a renewal, temporary non-action. Allowing dreams to arise is part of your message. That's the waiting for this person to actually show interest in you, because that's what you deserve. We did go over that. But then the other side of that, which is for this person, but it's for you as well, is that pride aspect. So once you see the actions coming in, there's a need to like accept them for what it is and not be more prideful, right? There's a point, there's a limit to it, right? Yeah. Relationships. When it comes to a matter of the heart, do not make any plans right now. You are not partner. If you're not partner, it's a good time to, it's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. That was the 4 of Swords in the beginning, and in the last part I just did. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment on time. Okay, so you're not meeting this person yet. Maybe in about 6 weeks, maybe the beginning of next year. Okay. Don't force anything right now. Allow things to flow naturally and beautiful. And a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. So both of you are doing a little bit of self-work right now, which would make sense. But again, the advice goes back to don't let pride get in the way. Also, part of the advice here is whenever there's a trigger here moving forward, or whenever there's something that like you guys are working on for like yourself, but also for your relationship in the future when you do come together, if you need a little bit of time, you should take it, right? If you need a little bit of space, you should take it. There's going to be that open communication as well. That's really beautiful. Okay. Like I said, you guys are so like, you guys are peas in a pod. You guys are very much alike. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Paul One. I also want to thank your spirit guides, their spirit guides, your person for being here. I hope this resonated and it brought you some clarity, and maybe it was entertaining at least. And I hope to see you in other readings. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Hey, hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Hi, Patu. I have to be honest with you. When I was bringing the pile over here, I did see the last card, which is for advice, but I did see it. I try not to look at it, intentionally. I try not to look at the cards because I want to be surprised. But I will have to tell you that I saw it and it's cute. I want to see how it ties into your reading. But yeah. It wasn't on purpose. I didn't cheat on purpose. All right. I'm just cleansing the energy a little bit here, Paul, too, if you bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Gotta get Paul 1 out of here. Bye, Paul 1. Hello, Paul 2. Also, drink your water, guys. Drink your water. All right. So, pile 2, welcome. If you picked the Dalmatian Jasper little pyramid, this is going to be your reading about your future soulmate. And you're, by the way, I did a dice roll and I got 7 for you. So 777 could be significant for you guys. Also 777 could be like a confirmation about anything that comes up in this reading for you. I have to mention this reading is an 18+ reading because some cards are going to be a little bit graphic. Yeah, so we are going to have a lot to cover, so let me just give you a download of everything in case you missed the intro. We are going to cover how this person shows up in the 3D world, how energetically their higher self shows up as well, so you can recognize that. Then we're going to be looking into what you notice about them right away and what they notice about you right away, which is the spicy part because those cards are a little spicy. And then I'm going to shuffle some tarot to kind of look into what is it going to be like when you guys first meet, like what's that about, like how it would happen, or whatever information comes forward regarding the first interaction that you have with each other. And then we're going to get advice. Oh, and we're going to get some initials as well. Okay, so there's a lot to do here, so let's get into it. Pile 2, let's see how your person shows up in the world. 8 of Swords, but also the Libra card in this deck, which is Justice. Very interesting. We are in Libra season, so that could be significant as a placement. I could definitely see this person being a Libra, but also it feels like the Libra is maybe in Chiron. The Chiron could be their Libra. I don't know why, but that's literally what came to mind. Also, their ascendant could be Libra. Wow, the fact that I just went so much like into their astrology is interesting. That could be something you're very interested in, or something that you always kind of like want to know about the people that you're in connections with. This is really interesting. This card today, I'm seeing like a cup here. I know it's not a cup, but do you see how it get, like, if I don't look at the eyes, it literally looks like a cup. The water's looking interesting to me. I just heard they're not as clueless as they seem. Interesting. So this person's a little sneaky. I like that about them, actually. It's cheeky. I like it. Ooh, Pluto could be in Libra could be in their Pluto, or it could be in their 8th house. Yes, obviously, because there's an 8 here. Yeah, Scorpio energy, Plutonian energy. Yeah, they're not as naive as you think or as they come across. It's so interesting. Very insightful, a beautiful mind also. All right, higher self, look at that. That is beautiful. Wow, their higher self is very pleasant to be in their energy. So pleasant. Oh, you'll recognize this person right away is what I'm getting, Patu. You'll know who this is to you, right? In relationship to you. And yeah, you'll know. And they'll know. It feels like they'll know. They're very wise. So they show up very wise. They show up a little bit naive sometimes. However, it's more of this person chooses to not ignore certain things, but it's more of like they don't really care about certain things that people do or say around them or about them or whatever. It's kind of like they let it slide. They really trust that kind of balance of, you know, the scales will balance themselves out kind of thing. Because again, that higher self is so powerful. They're so centered. They're so like just waiting for life to happen around them. They are very much without judgment. Yeah, that's why they live live interesting in a Libra state, right? They are very well balanced. I love this person's energy. They're so calming as well. Very inviting, but very calming. It's the Sun, dude. The happiest card in the deck. I mean, wow. Their Sun could be in Libra for sure, because now I'm being guided back to like how usually them like I almost spoke Spanish just now. That's interesting. I stopped myself though. They could know Spanish. You could be bilingual yourself. I don't know. Usually the strength card is number 8 in some decks, right? And Libra, the Justice card, I keep calling it Libra. Yeah, go with it, right? Justice card usually is 11, but in some decks it's backwards. But now I'm being guided to like how, you know, the Sun, it's usually Leo as well. So yeah, their Sun could be in Libra. They could be a Libra Sun. And the Sun is quite literally in my face as well, so I can't really ignore it. Also, I cannot ignore the fact that this deck is also a Sun. I'm seeing a Sun everywhere now. That's crazy. Because now I'm seeing it everywhere. Wow. Very powerful energy. They're a big presence, this person. Wow. Undoubtedly, you will not miss it. You will know who this is. And this is not just them being such a big presence like that in the world. They're going to be very significant to you. You're going to notice them. Okay? It's hard to not notice them. They're so brightly in your energy. And like, they also seem like a good influence. I'm getting, not that you need a good, not that you need some good influence to balance some bad influence. I don't know why I have to over explain that, but bear with me. But yeah, it's more of like, wherever there's good, they add more good, and wherever there's a little bit of shadowy, they balance that out too, right? They just balance things, and they balance things in the most unique and beautifully light, positive way. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see what you will notice about them. Oh, this is the pile that got 2 of those. The Fool. And the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Literally so positive. The flower of life is over here too, and it's over here too. Yeah, this person just falls into life. They're still trusting. Also, they're very successful. Very successful. They're so bubbly. Yeah, they're so happy and bubbly. Definitely a witch or warlock or whatever you want to call yourselves. Magical for sure. In the sense that they practice it, okay? They practice. They are a practitioner of some kind, even if it's just for themselves, you know, their own journey. They don't really have clients or anything like that, but they are. I mean, not afraid of anything. They really are. This is why they don't care. This is that energy. Okay, this is why they don't, because the Fool, right? Everybody's like, well, the Fool is the Fool. No, the Fool is actually brave, and they know what they're doing. The jester, you know, the funny man, the funny girl, something about humor could be like a mechanism here that they use to kind of appease and like kind of bring balance into things as well. And some people might think that that's what I was speaking. They're not as naive as they seem, or they're not as they're not a fool. Because to some people, the Fool could mean quite literally you're a fool, you're just falling for everything. But in the other side of things, you know that the Fool is actually a risk taker. They're very brave, very, very brave. To be able to like fall into things wholeheartedly and know that things will balance out and work out for the best. That's who this person is. They're so positive. And it's not fake, it's genuine positivity, which could be the thing that I was picking up on, like people might take advantage of that. Or like initially you notice that people could be taking advantage of that. But this is something that probably this person will address with you as far as like, no, actually, I kind of just trust where I'm guided and let it be what it is. That's what I'm getting with that. Let it be is what I'm hearing now. Very successful, very, very successful person, very well established. Like I said, this is someone that looks very magical. Their energy is just there. What is it? You can tell. You just be able to know who this is. You're not gonna miss it. Not that you could anyways, because it's meant for you as your future soulmate. But yeah, it's gonna be so obvious is what I'm getting. They could have a familiar as well. Like quite literally, they say that their pet or not their pet because it's their familiar, but their companion. You'll be like, oh, you're whatever. It's so cute, and they'll be like, yeah, they're my familiar. For some of them, could be a bird. The bird just gets said familiar to me, but it doesn't have to be a bird. A great cook as well. That was so random. Okay. Yeah, you definitely notice just how bubbly and positive they are. It is not gonna irk you in any kind of way, because when it's genuine, it doesn't bother. You know what I mean? Like, not that being positive bothers anybody, but you know what I mean. Like the overly positive, but like really everything is just crumbling around and there's nothing to be positive about. We gotta be real, kind of thing. No, it's not like that. It's just genuine, just like, yeah, okay, so this happened, yeah, well, we can take care of it like this. It's just very like resourceful, very, yeah, I love this energy. All right, let's see the spicy card. Ooh. Oh, it's not that spicy. We can look at it like this. Okay. Ooh, birds again. Birds. Little pigeons, little cuties. Doves, maybe not pigeons. Okay. And it's the 6 of Cups. Soulmate energy. Doubling down on that. Yes. Thank you. Confirmation. This person could be an artist as well. They can dress a little bit funky. I was picking that up when I was looking at the dress, but I wasn't sure of what it was. But yeah, they could dress a little bit funky, a little bit like out there as well. Soulmates for sure, though. Soulmates for sure. Wow. I'm also getting, you know what I just heard? That's so, they know that you know that they know. That you know. It's something about like, they will recognize you and you will, just everything that I just said about like recognition, they will, it's a mirror right back. Like quite literally, it's flipped right over to them. And it's even so mirrored in the sense of like, now I'm looking at how 9 flipped is 6 and how 6 flipped is 9. So mirrors again. They're looking at a mirror there. 8 and 8, they're mirrored here too. It's like the recognition is instant because it's at a soul level. Part 2, that's as clear as you can get, okay? So now we have to make sure that you trust your intuition. All right, so let's look at what they will notice about you right away. Not you being quite literally them mirrored back to them. Not justice. In this deck being 11, you're crazy. This is crazy. Wow. Also, my God, are you mirrored? Look at these. Closed, open, the eyes. That's crazy. Justice is not depicted like this in every deck, okay? This is unique to these. This is insanity to me. Wow. Also, in my process, I did pick out just the major arcana here and the major arcana here because I wanted to just get major arcana. But this deck, I got all kinds of cards. I didn't separate the major arcanas, which is why it's even more of a synchronicity to me. 1111 could be significant for you as well. I'm sorry, I just had to get that out there because I saw it. I was like, I have to say it. Wow. it's, wow. Yeah, there you go. I'm speechless. You've officially shut up the tarot reader who loves to talk. Wow. Yeah, they'll recognize you because you'll recognize them. There's something about your hair. They love your hair. They also love your authenticity. They love your shadow, just like I think you would like their shadow. There's that whole, oh, there it is. They'll recognize the being the whole, you know, naive, but you're really not naive, kind of energy. They'll recognize just how they do and you do, the whole playing things off, letting not necessarily people slide off with things, because I think you set your boundaries, or else you wouldn't be as like aligned as you are and as happy-go-lucky as you are if people were constantly overstepping your boundaries or something, or disrespecting you. But it's more of like, you know when to pick your battles. You know, there are no battles actually. You go with the flow. Going with the flow takes a lot of like inner like centering. They recognize that in you as well. They like how peaceful you are, just like them. That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. All right. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Okay, this one's graphic. This one's graphic. So I'm going to have to, sorry, I'm going to put a burnt piece of paper on that. I'm sorry, that's the first thing I grabbed. Not the Two of, not the Two of Cups. Yeah, there's that recognition right away. In the regular tarot, the Two of Cups, two people, one offering a cup, one offering a cup. They're they're literally equals. Very balanced. Well, of course, 11, that's up to 2. That's beautiful as well. There's a lot of love here. Just right off the bat, too. Because with that Soulmate card and now the Two of Cups. And yeah, right off the bat, there's so much love here. It's manifesting so quickly after you meet. Even like it, not that it like what is it? It's just gonna feel so right and so aligned is what I'm getting, right? It's not that the love happens fast. It happens as it should, but it's more of that, like, it might feel rushed to other people who are outside of this. It could seem that way. Interesting. But also even to you, sometimes when you check in, you're like, oh, are we going too fast? There's something about that. But what I'm hearing is no, things are happening when they should. That's part of like you going back to being center, both of you, and like just trusting the process. Really interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Did I mention they like your hair? Because there's something about your hair. It's coming up again. It keeps coming up. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What happens the first time you meet? How will you meet? How will you meet? Oh my God. By divine intervention? No shit. No shit. Of course. You guys are killing me. Yeah. Divine intervention. The right place, the right time. You know what? You already trust that you're doing that. They trust that they're doing that. This is bound to happen. This is happening soon. With the Wheel of Fortune, I'm asking when this is happening. I wasn't asking for timing. That wasn't my plan at all. Oh. In the next 2 months. 2 weeks to 2 months. Oof. That's interesting. Yeah, 2 weeks to 2 months. There's alignment here. Obviously, it's a general reading, so I cannot be super specific, but 2 weeks to 2 months is kind of specific. There's a little bit of, there's a little bit of a, ooh, okay. So if you're going through a little bit of an ascension period right now, this is how you know you're close to this. It depends how close you are to this, what is the word that I am looking for? A little bit of a rebirth, a little bit of, a more peaceful alignment in your life, right? When things kind of settle a little bit for you, you feel a little bit more established, you feel a little bit more lucky for some reason about something. The initials TAR right away. I'm seeing it there. But yeah, that's how you'll know you're kind of a little bit close to this. There's something about, yeah, because there's a choice. So maybe after you make a choice as well, big life decision, because you're holding the world. So a big life decision for you right after you make that choice, this person kind of aligns to you as well. And they could be quite literally, because you guys are so mirrored, they could be doing the same thing in their lives. Interesting. Interesting. There is a choice here. Okay. You guys are balancing something out. Not the more Libra energy, right? But yeah, you guys are balancing something out, making a choice, an informed choice, a passionate choice at that. And then there's this alignment. Yes, yes. It's a gift. Oh, that is so beautiful. You both are balancing something out. I like how we got 2 2s and 2 different people on here. Okay, good. You or them, right? You could be working on this and they could be here. You could be here, they could be there. Or both of you are kind of balancing both things out. There's something about balancing your passions with your 3D reality for some reason. And then once you're doing that, this also comes in, because the divine say, well, you're ready for this now. You're ready for this passion and new beginning about something. Ah, yes. Reciprocity is significant here as well. Okay. All right. Emperor, hello. Reciprocity. And then this card jumped out. So, all right. So if you're I was going to say high priestess, interesting. But what I wanted to say was an empress. They need to be your emperor. And if they're an emperor, if you're an emperor, they need to be your empress. It has to be reciprocated, key, or else it doesn't align. Okay, that makes sense. You guys are aligning to your highest potential here. Not that this is your peak, by the way, because some of you have a path here where you come together and there's something that you do together as well, which is really interesting. This is the first time I picked up on that. But yeah, it's not that you've peaked, but there's something about peaking in your own journey. There's a peak moment where you're like, God damn, I kind of just made it. I am the emperor. I am the empress. I am balancing both of those energies out. Maybe interesting. These cards wanted to be out, but yeah, it's like, it's a triumph. There's something really good happening for you here that makes you, if you feel like you're the emperor, it makes you feel very much like the emperor. You're like, I'm in my element. And if you are a divine feminine, you'll be like, oh, I am the empress. Like, I'm in my element right now. That moment, this person and you come in, you meet each other. This is why it's like 2 weeks to 2 months, because some of you are still tweaking, where we're still aligning. Okay, cool. Oh, high priestess. That's why I said high priestess. Okay, you guys are so magical. So magical. I'm over here, like, if you could see me, I'm over here, like, flailing my arms and, like, screaming internally. Anyways, and the baby empress. The baby empress. And the 6 of cups. Okay. Ooh, interesting. All right. Yeah. Okay. This tells me a little bit more. I want to see what this is now. Because I feel like then you are the one working. If you're divine feminine, you are the one working on a choice that has to align with your passions. And this person, okay, this person's working on this. They're working on their pentacles. Okay. They're looking, this ace, I'm bringing it out. And I'm bringing out the world. And justice. Justice is here. What's at the top? Interesting. I'm bringing these two. Okay, there we go. This is you guys. This is you guys. Yeah, you are working on following a passion that has to do with your intuition as well. It could be spiritual work for you then. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. You could be the one here who has clients, who is a high priestess, quite literally a practicing. You're a practitioner of some kind, and this person is balancing out their 3D reality when it comes to monetary and something to do with their career or their family at this moment. Yeah, because they show up as the King of Pentacles. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's interesting because it does feel like it's this moment of this person waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting for the fruit of their labor to manifest. And they're not afraid to put in more work. However, they're deciding where they're going to send this energy to, right? Because we go from the 7, then we have the 2 Pentacles here. That's up to 9. And then I have another one, which that's up to 10, right? But they are trying to figure out where their energy should be put. Maybe they're doing a little shift in career as well. That would be interesting. Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. However you spin it and put it, you guys are balancing things out in your own life, which is why you show up as balance, period, in the 3D as well. And then this person doesn't. So do you. Scales. I have scales everywhere. I have karma cards everywhere too. Good karma. Alignment is happening here. Enlightenment and alignment. Passion, truth. And then we have the ultimate. It's like you guys are ahead in your journey, because I'm getting 10, 11, and then boom, we're here at the world, right? So when we come into like, yeah, that's why I said you haven't peaked. You're peaking right now in your journey. Yeah, 10 Wheel of Fortune, you're there. But you know what? Together, if what it feels like, which is probably why you're coming together, because you're soulmates. You have a mission here. Yeah, you do. Together. The world. You're meant to complete this. Yeah, you're armed though. You got everything you need. And together both of you will have everything that you need to. You're complete by yourselves, but you complete each other because you need each other. You're needing each other for your soul mission. Okay. And take that as it resonates. Not all of you will feel like you have a soul mission in this lifetime. Some of us are just here to chill, you know. Some of us are not. So take that as it resonates, okay? If you know you're here to just experience and be happy-go-lucky and just hang out, then that's what you're here to do. All right, one of them fell, and I am curious, but not too curious, because I don't think I can reach it. Oh, it's a C. Okay, so on the floor we have a C, and then we have 2 L's. Okay, 2 X's, R, Z as in zebra. What is this? What are you? Oh, that's a G, a B, an O, and an H. Okay. Those are the initials. Very random stuff. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And now let's get into your advice, guys. Sorry, this goes with the initials. All right. Everybody gets a crystal because, you know, why not? Okay. By everybody, I mean all my tools. Get a crystal. Okay. Anyways. Now I'm all spacey again. Interesting. Okay. Let's get into your advice. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. I think you're doing that. I think both of... Okay. That energy, the Scorpio energy is here. I love it that we get confirmation, because I was picking up on Plutonian and Scorpio energy with that 8 from the 8 of Swords. But I think both of you are doing this. This could be part of that 2 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles part, and the 10 of and the Wheel of Fortune, right? That alchemizing of energy. Both of you could be learning a lesson about releasing negativity, and that literally is uplifting you into the next chapter of your life path here. Like I said, some of you have purpose, a big purpose. It feels like, and it doesn't have to be big in the world stage, but it could be big for maybe just your generation, in your family, right? It's not generational like all millennials, but like, or all Gen Zs or whatever it is, but it's like in your family lineage, it will be significant. This relationship could be significant. What comes of it, or what, I don't know. There's something about that. It's just you guys coming together is significant, period. All right. Oh, of course it is. Okay, happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am in the right path. This is what I was picking up on. That's that positivity. That's that alignment. That's like, I'm happy, I'm okay. Everything's gonna work out because I'm on my path. I am pursuing my highest good. And my God, are you finding someone that literally mirrors that back to you, pal, too? My goodness. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is the card that I saw, but I didn't remember that it was 22 because I love that. That's a master teacher number. Also fucking blessed. Yeah, of course. Of course you're blessed. I just said it. You get to meet someone just like you in the best of ways. It's beautiful. You deserve this. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. All right. 22, blessed. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is unforeseen gift from spirit. The unforeseen gift from spirit is you guys finding each other. I think it's going to be not having two twos as well. When I just brought up the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands as well. That's so interesting. But that's being a master number as well. 22. Also 11, justice. 11 twice is 22. Wow. Okay. 2 and 2 add up to 4, which is a foundation. Yeah, you guys are meshed with each other in a very significant way because you're here for a very beautiful purpose. And even if, I'm just hearing this for some of you, even if the purpose is to make sure that you guys find each other and you're happy together and you get to experience unconditional, beautiful soulmate love, then be it. That's enough, okay? Pautu, so for some of you, that is enough. That's your purpose, to experience love and divine connection and happiness and to feel blessed every day of your life. Yes, why not? That is your purpose. Wow. I almost want to cry now. All right. Relationships. You're moving towards a deepening of intimacy and a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Oh my God, so freaking beautiful. I can't deal with you guys. I'm gonna focus on that. So if you want to screenshot and read it and read the rest of this, you can, okay? Thank you so much, Paul, too. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. I want to thank your spirit guides, this person's spirit guides, this person's energy, their higher self, this person in general as well. Thank you for letting me read for you and bring these messages forward. I hope they entertain, they give you confirmation, they give you hope for the future. They make you believe in love and that you're deserving of it and of all the good things in your life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in other readings. You guys have a good one. Whew. Hi, Patu. I'm going to leave you here with your energy for a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of cleansing here because we gotta make a little bit of noise, burn a little bit of something, kind of to get the energy flowing into you now, kind of set the tone, if you will. Goodbye, Pal 2. Hello, Pal 3. All right. Just bear with me. Enjoy the smoke. I wish you could smell it. It smells really good. Also, I'm sorry, it's gonna get a little bit noisy for you because I do have to turn on my air. It was off for a little while, but it's a little hot in here now. All right. Bell 3. Excuse me. All right. So ball 3, we are looking, and sorry, one second. If you picked Malachite, this is your reading, ball 3. All right, so we're looking into your future soulmate. We're going to be looking into how they show up in the world, how their higher self shows up to you, like energetically, so you can recognize them. We're also going to be looking into how, like, what you would notice about them right away, what they would notice about you right away, which makes this reading 18 plus because some of the cards are a little graphic. And then we are going to shuffle some tarot to get a little bit of a scoop about like your first meeting and what that entails and how that's going to happen. We're gonna get initials and then we're gonna get advice. Okay, put your advice to the side. I'm gonna start with these. I have not seen any of these cards, by the way, so we're gonna be surprised together. And yeah, so in the 3D excuse me, God, in the 3D, 7 of Swords, but also the Chariot, which is interesting. This person's could definitely be a Cancer, obviously, because the Chariot is the Cancer card. With the 7 of Swords, you know what? I'm not getting the 7 of Swords that it's typically on tarot. What I'm getting is more of the number 7 is significant. What I'm getting with the 7, it's 7 of Swords is like confusion. But what is the confusion? I'm not sure. But there's a little bit of not knowing. This person's not knowing what they want to pursue per se, and it's not necessarily like in regards to you and your connection, but they could be, when you meet them, something that could tell this person apart is this is someone who is transitioning into something else, doing something else in their life that's a little bit more aligned with them, who they are spiritually, even if they're not like, you know, pursuing a spiritual career per se, right, or business or whatever, but you will notice how they are pursuing something that's more aligned with like their heart, what they want to do. Yes, sorry, Iris is wanting to talk about it too, I guess. What do you want? I'm not sure what she wants. Okay. Sorry for the interruptions during your reading. It's really interesting that we're getting like stuff from everywhere. That could be that 7 of Swords. Okay, that 7 of Swords is confusing me because it is confusion. That's the energy, it's confusion. But then I have the Chariot, so it's like, well, you don't get the Chariot. You're not in that energy, right? Unless you're literally knowing what you want to head towards, pursue, and you're doing it in a balanced way. So you're noticing about this person that they kind of know. It's just like there's a final step. There's something there. You'll notice that there's a little bit of a block within them about something. They could literally be very open about it too. This could be someone that, to make sure that they can talk about it with you or something like that as well. But they show up in the world as someone who's very determined. Also, who's not afraid to like shift from one thing to another. Like they're not afraid to pursue things. They could be a little confused about the end game, for example, but regardless, they still, you know, they are taking their first steps, you know, which I like that about them. They're like, oh, they initiate. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Higher self. The Fool. The Fool, when this dude is walking, right, blindfolded, that's that energy. However, when I tell you they're so aligned, which is that's how they should be, honestly. That is just them. I love that. I love that. It's like the path doesn't have to be all figured out, because you know, guess what? Wherever they step is the path. Period. That's what their higher self is telling you here. So you recognize that in the 3D world, to maybe other people, they can seem very like, I don't know, like they don't know what they want. One year they decide that they want to be a chef, but the next year, you know, they learn how to, they worked as a line cook, and now they're like, you know what, I'd rather be a barista. And then they move on to something else, and they're, now I want to get into computer and program, something like that, right? Like, it's someone who, just because they try different things doesn't mean that they don't have a purpose, or just because they try different things, actually them trying different things is beautiful. It's actually a full moment. I love that. Very open-minded, very happy to just throw themselves at something just because they want to learn from the bottom up. They're not afraid of beginning again. This is someone, they're very inspiring, honestly. Their energy is very inspiring. They start things. That's what I'm getting. They start things. And they're very trusting of their path. They're very trusting of themselves. Oh, so the confusion could be the people, the outside view. Unless you really get to know them, their energy shows up like a 7 of Swords, but it's actually the Chariot, right? And they're actually the Fool. But the Fool in this deck, because the Fool in this deck is walking, just trusting a man. Like, they're just like, yeah, wherever I step, there'll be ground under me, and I don't have to worry about it. I love that. I love that. I like their energy. Oh, that makes sense. They could definitely be a Cancer or a Pisces. That's so interesting. So you'll notice, yeah, okay, because you are also kind of, okay, so real recognizes real is what I just heard. And it's like, yeah, so you'll recognize this about them because you'll recognize yourself in them. Again, this is a soulmate reading. I'm going to say that a lot. I've been saying it in every pile, but yeah, you know, you could tell, you'll like that this person is very wise, very established, very much in domain of their emotions as well, because this is ruled by the moon. Oh, yeah, very in tune, very emotionally mature. They could be a little bit older than you as well. The silver hair is just telling me that. They're definitely a wanderer. Yeah, they are definitely a wanderer. But you know what? They pursue things from the heart space, which is why it works out for them. It always works out in their favor. Also, they're very trusting that things will work out in their favor too. So it kind of helps out. It's like, what came first? Your belief, or you believe because it's been proven to you again and again by the divine, you know? And then we have the Knight of Wands. Sorry, not the Knight, the Page of Wands. It'll be a slow burn here. But I think they approach love and connection in a slow burn kind of way. I think this is something that will right away be communicated to you because of the emotional intelligence here. So when I get the Page of Wands, I'm not seeing like that they're playing games or they're being like, yeah, playing games basically. It'll just be very well communicated that they prefer to take things slow is what I'm getting from that. But again, you'll notice that they are someone who follows their passion. Because now I'm seeing the Fool, because they also have a wand, right? They're carrying like a wand and then a little sachet of something, right? And then the Page of Wands, they're usually holding the wand and you know, setting on an adventure, if you will. Oh, okay, this person sees love as an adventure. just like everything else in their life. I love that energy. They're so like, yeah, they're a wanderer. They're an explorer. They like to try new things, see new places. They're definitely a traveler with that the Chariot again. Yeah, because wow, interesting. You're gonna like getting attention from this person. Well, obviously, but yeah, but what I'm seeing is even the little bit how it starts and the slow burn, you're gonna like that as well. It's gonna be well received by you, is what I'm getting. You very much like them, period. Yeah, because I am reading, you know, you guys' energy. I keep tapping into theirs and then into yours, and when I'm like, yeah, I love this, that feels like you. It feels like your energy. All right, let's see what they notice about you. Interesting. Yeah, there's that mirrored energy of being very because even here, so with the King of Swords is like pensive, like, yeah, I'm pondering, but you know what, things are clear. The divine is all around you, just like the divine is you see how they're surrounded by their element, and they're surrounded by their element. That's so beautiful. Wow. Also have to mention, we have swords and cups in this deck, in this card too. Like, we have those air elements, air and water, in this card. The yin and yang is, I cannot not see it now. Like, what is this? Ooh, the Hierophant. Oh, this is graphic. So, all right, ladies, we gotta cover you up. All right. Now you're showing up as bossy. Anyways, they'll notice your divinity, basically. Yeah. Like I said before, did I say it in this pile? Was it another pile? I don't know. Rio recognizes Rio. Like, you guys. Yeah. Your energy, they recognize your energy as very sovereign, very you feel like someone, to them, they feel like you are someone who is wise beyond your years. And because this person feels like they're older than you, it's really interesting how they're like, whoa, like, even though I'm older, even though they're older, you feel older on a soul level. Is really interesting. Also, I have to point out, because I'm seeing it here now, I'm seeing it here. This could be, and then we have two girls here too. This could be a same-sex relationship. Take that as it resonates, but you know, I know I haven't mentioned really genders at all. Sometimes I do if it comes out, but then like right now. But sometimes I don't, because it's just, you know, people are people, energy are energy, are energies. And then also, like, we're a plethora of things, right? So, but yeah, some of you could be a same-sex relationship here. I wanted to mention it because I guess it's important for some of you. Also, there's something about sending each other energetically. There's something about energetically sending each other messages or synchronicities with animals, I have to say, because now all of this feels very much like they meditate and they get into this state to like gain perspective, and then you meditate and you get into this state to gain perspective, but then you're surrounded by certain things, get attracted to you. You have to notice what those are. Okay, notice what animals kind of like gravitate towards you, especially when you're trying to figure things out when it comes to this person, when you do meet them after or when you establish a certain relationship. Because again, it feels like a slow burn for a reason, because it's meant to be a very solid thing that happens here. Because now I'm getting the slow burn with literally the marriage card, and it doesn't mean that you're going to marry this person. It could be for some of you, for a lot of you or all of you, I don't know, but like it feels like a very serious relationship for a reason. This feels very serious, very established, like I said, very serious. I'm gonna leave it with serious. Yeah, all right, I want to know more. Let's see about how you're gonna meet them. How's this happening? When, how, where? Oh my god, I forgot to tell you your number. So I rolled a dice for you and your number was 11. So 11 could be significant. Oh my god, I split the deck and the Lovers and the Page of Wands again, not the Page of Wands. Wow. Okay, the Lovers, after me saying 11 is freaking crazy. Okay, so if this resonates, do not take it, do not make it fit. If you feel like the twin flame relationship applies to you, dynamic, this could be that for you. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. You'll know if it is for you, and if it's not, it's not. If it doesn't resonate, seems ridiculous, then it's not for you. Let's keep it moving. All right, how are you gonna meet this person? How are you gonna meet the Sun and the 8 at work? Working together? That's interesting. For some of you, it's work. For others of you, there's something about a very happy moment of your life, very fruitful moment in your life. Yeah, very fruitful moment in your life. Look at that, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck, the Wheel of Fortune, quite literally the Wheel of Fortune. Let me say that again. Surrounding the 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Also, this tells me about this card when it has come out. Look who's at the bottom of the deck. Every time this card has come out today, it feels to me like alignment, like divine intervention, like everything is at its place. Everything is where it's meant to be. Ooh, my stomach just got weird. Hold on a second. Give me a second, guys. Remember, this is energy work, so I'm like, and I've been channeling for a little bit. I just need to, I guess, center myself again, because I just got such a weird feeling. All right, hold on a second. I'm not attributing this to your pile, okay? Not at all. Not at all. I just heard that audio. Mommy's not mad at you. I'm not mad at you guys or bothered or anything. I just, again, like I'm saying, I'm doing energy work. This feels very powerful now. I feel like I've shifted it to a very, very powerful collective, very powerful. Okay. Which is why I just needed to ground for a second. Okay. So yeah, it feels like very aligned. Something that you've been working towards, both of you have been working towards this. It's so beautiful that you're being backed up by the Sun, and then the Sun is literally pushing you through this beautiful transformation, this beautiful work that you're doing for yourself or something like that. And then boom, that Wheel of Fortune, that alignment. This is what I meant. That moment happens. That first meet, the first. Yep. Wow. Okay. That first, yeah. It's like no going back now is what I just heard. Not that you want to go back anyways, but it's like now we know each other. Now, yes, there's no going back. Wow. Very beautiful. When I tell you this is so highly protected, those two people in front of that, like I said, it's very, what is it, sovereign? It's a sovereign kind of energy. You deserve this. You both deserve this heavily. This is what you've been doing. Oh, you've been working on yourselves. Okay, when are you gonna meet this person? Soon, honestly. You've been doing the work. If you've been doing the work, like I said with that twin flame stuff, You have to take this as it resonates. Again, I'm reading for a collective. It's a couple of people or many people. So take it as it resonates. But for some of you in this collective, if you've been putting in the work and the work has been manifesting for your highest good, and it's not really about even love or possessions or being happy overall or being in a, it's not, you're just in your lane. You're like, I'm putting in the work for myself, and I know that I'm aligned to my highest good. If you're doing that kind of work, this is coming in quick. It's happening. It's happening very soon. I don't want to say timing for some reason here, but it is soon. That was at the bottom of the deck. I didn't take it, and then I shuffled and it's here. But I don't know where it fits, which is why I didn't take it in the first place. Is it here? So interesting that I'm putting your reading together like a puzzle, because the other ones I just, you know, kept pulling cards. Ooh, ear ringing. Okay. A lot of energy. You guys are so intensely, energetically connected. My God. Music could be significant for some of you here too. Okay, the sun. Okay, you could also be moving. After you move, you meet this person. Maybe both of you are moving. Maybe just one of you is moving. Okay. For others of you, you could be leaving a very hard kind of environment, heading again towards your highest good, more happiness, a little bit more of alignment for yourself. Boom, this person comes in. You come into each other's life is what I mean. Breath of fresh air is what I got as well just now with that Six of Swords. So much major arcana. God. All right. Strength. The Devil. I'm over here trying to pinpoint what kind of question I want to ask, and especially because I want to get like actual, like, oh, you're gonna meet them at a store, you're gonna see them at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, you know what I mean? But I'm not getting any of that, which what that tells me is that you guys all have a very unique interaction when you first meet each other. However, what I can speak to is how intense it's going to feel. It's a Two of Cups moment that feels like a literal Hierophant moment. And by Hierophant moment, I mean like quite literally it feels like marriage. It feels like that kind of recognition. It feels powerful, palpable, okay? Which is probably why in the other part of this reading, I was picking up on the slow burn, because that's needed here. There needs to be a balance here. There needs to be nothing forced. As above, so below. These two are so significant to me right now. They look like each other for some reason. Obviously, they kind of do, but there's that, the Magician doesn't force anything. Just like the Strength, they're not forcing anything here. It's a co-relationship. It's a co-partnership. It's how it's meant to be, literally. So if you're doing that with yourself, right? If you're doing that within, as above, so below, as within, so without, right? So if you're doing that in your 3D reality, if you're doing that within yourself, if you're trying to do this in every relationship that you have, if you're trying to bring balance into things as well, then this is how you're aligned to this person. It's happening when you're in that energy. And it's not that this is the end all be all, because this is all these cards are surrounding this, which is what I was picking up on. Initially, I was like, oh, workplace. But now it feels more of like you doing life, you being a human, you being a spiritual being, having a human experience, you being a divine soul who's meant to have a divine soul connection, but also tending to the everyday things in a very beautiful, magical way nonetheless. But still, like, you doing your thing. Yeah, this all kind of aligns with you so easily. And you so deserve it. Because you've been through a lot. Both of you probably have. It's really interesting that we have a 6 and then a 5. And I will feel like you get away from this kind of relationship or situation or environment. And that could be the 6 of Swords moment. That's really interesting. This being under the Queen of Pentacles is very interesting. Okay, let's see about that, because I'm not even getting how that even connects to each other. Okay, I see it now. All right. Both of you could also, when I was picking up on like the walking away thing, yeah. If both of you or one of you is walking away from a relationship, quite literally a relationship, that was very karmic, very much, what is it? It was for soul growth, honestly. It led you, or led them, or led both of you, because both of you could have this wound that you've healed. You know when to walk away from things that no longer serve you, Pile 3. And this person is learning that too. I think you've learned it, and they're learning it now. They're the ones in this energy, is what it feels like to me. But obviously take that as a resonates, because it could be flipped. With that Queen of Pentacles, you learned how to walk away. It's like you tell yourself that you're worth more than this, and it's like instant. Yeah, of course you're worth more than that. You're in that energy right away. It's like you just have to decide to move on, and it becomes easy because it's what you work at, and you do it digitally. What is not digitally? You do it. What is the word? I lost it. It's with a D, but now it's like all over jumbled in my head. But you see how these 2 8s are interesting? It's like, yeah, you keep walking away for things that no longer serve you. You keep letting go peacefully, harmoniously. You let go of things, people, places, things that no longer serve you. And it's not, when I'm phrasing it like that, I'm not saying that everything's here to serve you, but it is at the end of the day. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the damned. It's all here to serve you a purpose, right? So yeah, you learn to walk away. Once the lesson is learned, you walk away and you're crowned. You get that pentacle, you get the happiness, you get alignment, you get the divine connection, you get what you need, you deserve. When you're there, Pile 3, and they're there, you're gonna meet each other. Your spirit guys are hilarious. They're kind of funny. Because they're like, yeah, that's it. That is it. That's all they need to know. And now go do your homework about that. Okay, let's get your advice. Ooh, prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. This is beautiful. Yes, it does. Prosperity does lie ahead. I love that Taurus energy, because that Taurus energy guides me back to their energy of like, they go all in when they do something, and that's beautiful. They give it their all. I think that you both kind of resemble that with that 8 of Pentacles as well. That makes sense. Purpose. Yeah, that's why it's so divinely guided. That's why this was so energetically like crazy. I had a stomach ache. I almost wanted to throw up at a certain moment until I grounded myself. That's how like high you took me. It's nothing bad. It's just like the energy was so like in the crown. It was like not, I was not like, I'm sorry, I'm going into a tangent here, but this might be for you as well. So maybe when you meet this person, it'll be like physical and energetic. There'll be signals everywhere. Your ears might ring, a mention of their name or something like I don't know, there's just a lot. There's a lot coming your way, okay? For both of you. This is experienced both ways, which is even more beautiful. But purpose. I know what I am here to do. Some of you have a very high purpose with this person here. In this incarnation, you're in it. You're in it for a reason. You're in this connection for a reason. And it's going to feel very powerful when you meet each other. I just got, again, like the sensory issues are going to be an overload or something like that. A leg up. This is the universe. This is your spirit guides saying, hey, we got you. You just keep doing your thing. This is a 7 too. I like that. Some of you could have a life path 3, or some of you could have a life path 4, you know, either or, you or them. Or 7 as a life path. I don't know why I'm getting life path with this, but that's what I'm getting. Very interesting. 777 could be significant for you as well. I forgot to get initials for you. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get initials and then I'm going to read about that card, okay? Big purpose. I love that. Okay. H is definitely significant because look, it went over there. Okay, so we have H, X, O, O, 2 O's, J and J, 2 J's, C as in cat, N, and this is a U as in universe. Okay. I don't know why I felt like I needed to explain that with a word, but I did. Maybe the words are significant too. Okay. Let's read about a leg up. 34. Receiving help, delegating authority, interdependentness. Okay, in relationships. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. Ooh, this is that purpose. That goes back to your purpose together. One of you might need the other to support you in some kind of way that you feel is very uncomfy to you. I'm getting probably when it comes to money, because it would make sense that one of you has the means to support the other so the other can maybe follow their spiritual purpose. But in doing so, the person who is helping you and being your partner in this is also following their spiritual purpose. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. So allow help. Okay. That's probably one of your lessons that you're learning as well. This relationship will teach you. It would make sense to allow yourself to receive support and help from your loved ones. It's not just always you doing things for them. That could be hard if you're healing some inner child wounds when it comes to all of that, okay? This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Exactly. Trust. There's a need to trust that if you voice the things that you need from a partner, being this person in this case, but in general, if the relationship is meant to flourish, things will turn out as they should, and you should feel fulfilled and you should feel supported by your partner. And if it's not feeling that way, you can also address that too, is what I'm getting. There's something about communication is key here, but also prosperity lies ahead for both of you. So it's like there's nothing to worry about here. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. That also speaks to the universe or to your spirit guides, right? Both of you could be, the reason why you're aligning to your purpose is because you're also aligning to the person that you're meant to fulfill this purpose with. But that also leads you to maybe having to ask your spirit guides to show up for you as well. It's time for this. You're like, a lot of you, I feel like you're like, well, I've been putting in the work, so now it's time for the divine to show up for me. And the divine is saying, hell yeah, expect it of us, ask it of us, and we'll show up for you. But they're like, we cannot read your mind. Well, they can, But in their case, it's like free will is it's here in the, you know, in the midst of it all. So you do have to ask, right? That's what praying is, if you think about it. So you're asking. Don't be afraid to ask, and don't feel guilty about asking either. And yeah, you deserve your needs to be met and your prayers to be answered. Okay? Someone needed to hear that. You deserve all of that. Of course you do, Path 3. All right. Thank you so much, you beautiful souls. Thank you for letting me read for you. I want to thank your spirit guides, this person's spirit guides. I want to thank them as well. Beautiful energy. Thank you for making it a wild ride for me as far as a reader. You guys are awesome. I hope to see you in other readings, and you guys have a really good one. Bye-bye.